Hello, dear friends. I like to say some things to share some of the so many stories that happened in my life. And one of them was my brother. His name is Sherwin, my dear brother. I love him very much. And he's living in England. I was visiting for 6 months there that time. One of this night is usually in the morning go before I get up, and in evening come back usually when I just was sleeping, I resting. And one of these days, I hearing my mother screaming, screaming, screaming. I was on the second floor. I jumped down, gone to kitchen. I see my brother sitting on the stool in the kitchen, and he was dying. My mother arms was almost like a paralyzed, holding him and screaming. And I jumped and hold the brother and just say, "What's happened? What's happened, mother? What's happened?" In the same time as I say, my brother say, don't worry, I'm okay. Don't worry." Suddenly I see his soul came out of his body and gone corner of the kitchen. I look at the soul and said, "Brother, come back." When I say that, his soul shook back to his body. And I asked mother, "What's happened? What's happened?" She said, yesterday actually, he picked up something very heavy in his job, and he got the eternal bleeding. He was 27 years old that time, and he gone to doctor check, say, "Okay, he's bleeding, but no big deal, you can go home." And they send him home. I told mother, go get us some orange juice for me if you can. Mother was shaking and things run and just do orange juice and everything. And I feed him orange juice and taking care of him. And for a while, after 2 days, hospital called us. "Where is he? What's happened? Is he dead or is he alive?" And then I understood it's about the mistake they did. They should not send him home. And then right away they want to go to hospital. You go to hospital, stay for 2 weeks or something like that. Then later on, we walking. It was the first time he was not going to work, and he had the time to be around, and I could spend the time with him. And one of these days, he was on the Perry. The houses where is they always a seafront, and they have one Perry is a big space. They made a wood on the sea, and people go walk and scenery place. And we was there and just walking and relax. And brother looking at me and say, "Brother, what are you doing? All this fasting and you traveling and all those things. Why are you doing all those things?" I said, "I try to free myself. I try to bring myself to enlightenment." He said, "Can I do that?" I say, "I don't know. Let's try." I give him one heart meditation, and as soon as he go deep, he right away open his heart. Say, "Wow, I am an eagle. I am a white-head eagle. Wow, all this sea under my foot." Oh, he start keep going and going and going. He was, when after sometimes it's just want to open his eyes. He said, "Stay in that condition. Don't come out from that, even though you open your eyes." And then he was a very heavy boy, but after that he became light like a bird. He was jumping on the walls and everything. He was playing. He was full of the joy. And after sometimes passed, he one day he was coming to the home and I see he's like almost drunk. He's walking very badly. I say, "Jump!" I run and say, "What's happened?" He said, "Nothing happened. Just they took me and threw me inside." Suddenly I understood. Wow, he's enlightened. Wow. I a little bit was a surprise, happy, and sometimes envy and jealous. I asked him, "How come you enlightened, but I killed myself? I cannot get enlightenment. I done so many times kill myself." He looked at me and he smiled. He said, "Brother, are you kidding me? You are my teacher. Many lifetime back you brought me to in this life and you brought me to enlightenment and I am with you since that time." I say, "How come I cannot open myself, open my eyes?" See, you're sitting inside of you and you close your eyes. You have to open your eyes only. I tried, I couldn't. Suddenly he realized, says, this is not the time. You are in the spiritual world time. Like a night of the spirituality, you have to stay there for sometimes. I don't know, but somehow I calmed down and I relaxed and I knew I'd done my job. That was a really relief. Anyway, thank you, dear. And I can just say about that a lot, actually. After that, he became a wise beyond the measure. Anything I want to ask him, he knew anything of anything about the doctor, about the chiropractor, he was not a smart guy at all that time. About anything, lawyer, about that spiritual person in India. So as soon as I just opened my mouth, he knew what I'm saying. He had all the information for it. Once I was in Thailand on the motorbike, as soon as I say I was on the motorbike, that guy could not sit too long. He right as his joint was in problem, this and he, before I just even say names or anything, he knew everything. In 2 months he was like that. After that they took that one out of him, and all his wisdom and spirituality stopped certain amount until time is right. Be waiting for see when the time is right. I hope very soon he come back, become that wise and that joyful. Wow, those days when I sitting by him is like I sitting in the honey. It was so much joy to be with him. We could just go with the car days. I hate the car, to sitting in the car and traveling. I could go days and days without bothering me at all. Okay, dear. I don't know if it's useful or not. That's the information. Thank you, dear. Bye.